Hello, welcome back. This is Jacob and today we are going to be continuing the Let's Play for Trails in the Sky first chapter. So then, last time we headed to the Liberl News to meet up with Niall and he delivered us the goods. Niall got us info on Richard, Amalthea and even Lawrence. Niall also drops the news that Richard has been looking around for a husband for the princess, but something about that smells fishy. Reporting back then to Elnan, we learn about someone from the Erebonian imperial family attending the queen's birthday. That will be a first since the war 10 years ago. Estelle and Joshua then head back to the hotel and in their room find a message from someone who wants to meet with them in the cathedral. Sneaking past the patrols outside, they make it and meet with Sister Ellen, who turns out to be Julia. Julia asks them as well to do their best to win the tournament, since she can't get into the castle and is worried for the princess and queen. Their meeting is then cut short as some guards approach on patrol and Estelle and Joshua book it out of there. The next day we get more quests, but this time they are all extermination quests. One was in the city sewers again, the other was a multi-extermination outside the city. At the end of that one we faced a nasty monster ambush, but were bailed out by Kurt appearing and lending a hand. Back to the city and the tournament, it was time to get to our final match. Our team versus the Special Ops team and Lawrence. We do beat them in the end, but it seems that Lawrence was holding back during the fight. And with that, we have secured our spot in the castle. And yeah, that's pretty much where we left off last time. So, finally, it's castle time. So much stuff comes up in the castle that I'm really looking forward to how everything, not only how everything is gonna look, how some of the NPCs in there are gonna look, and as I was being hinted at, apparently there is some new stuff, or more like updated stuff for the castle, castle reveals and lore stuff that were obviously not part in the first game. Because back then the lore has not really extended past the first game yet. So certain things didn't exist yet.
There we go.
Now I don't know what the new stuff is, but I am definitely looking forward to seeing what's gonna be in there. But before we do that, we have the usual stuff. We have the city to go through one more time, and I do have the two Carnelia books that we got in. I think we got them both in the last episode, so we are gonna finish those off, because that is the Carnelia finale, so
there we go.
Better finish it off now before we head into the very, very dense, heavy lore sections of the game.
Now then.
Which is pretty funnily that it's the finale of the game. But yeah, anyway, also, in regards to what I said last time about Julia, as in that I had an easier time, or rather, that I had a pretty easy time to figure out who she was in the original game, and so on. I saw the comment about that. Yeah, in the original game, I forgot honestly. In the original game, they didn't give her a facial portrait when you meet her. You just get a name when you run into her for the first time. Obviously, on original release, the game did not have voice acting. That was added later. There is a Japanese dub for the original game, by the way. But yeah, that came later. I did not play it with any dub. But I had a pretty easy time figuring out who she was, even though they gave her like a generic nun model and everything. And I think it's purely because of how characters are reacting around her. I think that was kind of supposed to be your one hint. The other hint is if you actually do the thing of walking around and meet the sister in the city, every time you meet her, like I pretty much did in all the same spots throughout the last couple of episodes of the Let's Play, she's always looking towards the castle, always in like a wistful way that you feel like, okay, she's definitely connected somehow to the castle and has to be someone from there. I can't remember at which point specific, but I definitely figured out who she was, or a very good idea rather, who she was before the castle reveal. But the castle reveal is pretty good. Yeah, the hiding her in a 3D game is pretty hard compared to the old tiny chibi sprites. when you were also looking at the whole thing from top down as well. That's pretty easy to achieve. But I'll still give them credit for properly hiding her facial, well, her hair. Her face is visible, but honestly, again, from the face, the most you can realize that it's her it's the eyebrows. And probably eye color if you've paid attention. But luckily, she's one of those characters that didn't appear really too much throughout this whole game as well. So depending on how fast you're playing through the game, if you're very slow and with very long breaks between like play sessions, there's a good chance you're gonna forget how someone looks. Some people are very forgetful. The internet has taught me a lot since watching other people play through games as well, that a lot of people are very forgetful about some stuff, and it's sometimes very hilarious and sometimes very head-scratchy. But anyway, we have a city to go through and characters, or rather NPCs, to talk to, so let's begin with that. Major Mueller recently arrived in the royal capital as the Empire's resident military attaché. He's young, but he seems to hold a fairly high rank in the Imperial Army. Even Olivier is quiet when he's at the embassy. Of course he is. The final match was so thrilling. I was completely swept up in all the excitement. But now it's time to go home and make some dinner. So the Bracer team won. I thought the Special Ops would win. They're meant to be the creme of the crop. I guess that just means Braces are mighty powerful too. Yes, buddy, yes.
Congratulations, everyone. I wasn't able to watch the match myself, but it sounded like it was amazing. Please enjoy yourselves at a banquet tonight, and don't forget to relax.
Congratulations on winning the Royal Tournaments in. I've been cheering you on the whole time, so it sort of feels like I won too. Everyone at the embassy is absolutely thrilled too. Thanks. Wish I could report our victory to the ambassador directly. But I'll be staying at the castle tonight instead of the embassy, so could you send my regards? Sure thing. Take care and have a good time. Hi there, Anton. How's it going? Still in a mood? I decided to confess my feelings to the pretty woman who often passes by here. Can you guess what she said? She said, I can't stand ogling oafs like you. She could have at least let me down easy. That totally knocked the wind out of my sails. And he's back to being his good old self. Man, I could watch Anton all day. What's he gonna do next? Ricky, Jesus Christ. I'll have to do a sweep inside the department store later. Good on you, bud? With Colonel Richard and Lieutenant Schwartz working together, I thought the kingdom's future would be secure. I think it would come to this. I need to go to bed early tonight. I'm still totally exhausted from yesterday's shift. Now that the tournament's over, they should give us a break.
I'm completely wiped out from cheering so hard. The Royal Tournament's the best. I'll be back next year for sure.
Oh hey! Oh hey! This is very cute. The two kids are meeting and the two moms are meeting. Hi?
Hey, wanna hear something cool? I went inside a castle before.
Good on you, kid.
I wanna go to the castle, but they said we can't go in.
You need to win a tournament for that.
This lady here works as a flight attendant on an airship. As a fellow working mom, I'm really enjoying chatting with her.
These two families found each other.
When kids play together, they tend to get chatting with the other kids' parents.
Wait, what? When kids play together, you tend to. Okay.
This lady mentioned she and her husband run an inn. It sounds like they have their hands full. Welcome. How about trying out our special flavor combo, the Champions set? It's only available today. It's got 4 flavors of ice cream: chocolate, strawberry, mint, and lemon.
That actually sounds very tasty.
The 4 flavors are inspired by Zin, Estelle,
Joshua, and Olivier. Olivier is the lemon? That fits.
The members of the winning team.
Thank you. Do you actually sell a new one? No, okay.
Please, come again.
That would have been actually funny. Oh, Annalise, still in here.
Which one should I pick? They're all just so cute. Since I came all the way to the royal capital, I have to make the most of it.
Good on you. Cuteness is justice after all.
Why is it so busy today? I wonder who won the tournament.
Hi, it's us, the tournament winners.
Are there any bargains?
What is the new thing you're selling?
Be?
Oh, again, this is so funny. I don't think this was a thing in the original game, so... So if you miss out on the events for Carnelia, you can buy the entire series, I guess, in the shops. That also means if you actually pay attention to the to the shops and buy them. Oh god, what is happening here now?
My sister loves sweets but never gains weight. That's why there's no way she can be in charge of the tea sales.
Again, that just sounds like a very good compliment right now.
Miss Kitty's delicious tea, golden rule number 6. Pour every last drop into your teacup. This final drop is the best one. It's known as the golden drop. A helpful tip for when you're pouring tea, it's best to stir it evenly as you pour. And that wraps up the 6 golden rules for enjoying delicious tea. How was it? Did you find them helpful?
I mean, that's just how you make and serve and brew tea, but okay. Sure, let's go with sure.
I'm going to hit the end of the day sales on the pre-made food today. I wonder when they'll finally start dropping prices. I'm planning to head back to Bose on tomorrow's airship. I came to buy a souvenir for my brother, but I have no idea what to get him.
Holy shit, you moved. You're not at the pots anymore?
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, new section. Perhaps I should at least pretend to browse for a present for my wife every now and then. Okay. This guy. Here the winner of the royal tournament has been decided. And that they were invited to a banquet inside a castle. Perhaps there's more to the Duke than meets the eye. Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
It seems the tournament has been wrapped up without incident. Professor Alba went to watch, and I must admit I'm quite jealous.
The director suddenly had to rush off on a business trip. I'd bet he's already reached Bose by now. Oh, Estelle, Joshua. The championship match was truly splendid. Congratulations! Thankies? Thankies.
Thankies! By the way, how are things with you, Professor? Is your research going well?
Oh, yes, quite well. The ancient texts I've been analyzing for the museum are coming along nicely. I've also managed to find far more relevant documents for my personal research than I expected to. So much to do and yet so little time.
Whoa, gotta say I'm pretty impressed. I mean, you are a professor, so I guess it makes sense that you're actually serious about this stuff. Me? I wouldn't even know where to start.
That's not saying much. I don't think I've ever seen you sit still and study for more than a minute, Estelle.
I know, right? Sitting still makes me so sleepy and ultra fidgety.
ADHD the character.
Like, you know how some fish will die if they stop swimming? I think I'm the same. What's with that look? Anyway, I'm happy your research is going well, so well, Professor.
Indeed. And I've got you too to thank for that. I'll be sure to produce some noteworthy results before too long.
I hope we'll be able to get the airships back on schedule tomorrow. Painting skills are really something. I'd expect no less of someone dispatched from the center factory in Zeiss. If only he'd agreed to stay on as our technical advisor.
Huh. It's great to see young people with so much passion. Whew, we managed to send off all airships on schedule today. I wish it could always be like this. They say the remaining royal guards are hiding somewhere in the capital. But even with all the extra security, we haven't caught a single one. Surely that means someone must be sheltering them. Are the royal guards really terrorists? Just between you and me, that's a pretty tough pill to swallow. Yeah, So, the special ops team lost, huh? Those braces are pretty impressive. Well, you ran perfectly into me. Hi, Becker. The next issue of the Liberl News is going to have a big feature on the Royal Tournament. I'm really looking forward to it. Those Intelligence Division cronies often came to us demanding information. And my word, are they condescending. Even though we both work to support the Liberl, they've never been friendly with us civil servants. Especially that Captain Almathea. Many of us simply detest her.
It's evening already? I need to head home quickly.
Looks like the finals are over. I wonder who won. You're looking at them.
Hey there, Fritz.
Hello, Mrs. Estelle. How may I assist you?
We're planning on staying somewhere else tonight.
Ah, yes. I've already received word from Mr. Elnan. My congratulations to you both on your victory. I trust you'll have a wonderful night tonight. Wow, Elnan sure is thorough, huh? No issues on my end. Yeah, looks like my shift is almost over.
Mom's cooking up a storm tonight because Dad's favorite team lost in the finals. You know, to lift the spirits and all. Seriously, that can be such a pain sometimes.
What's happening? Hi.
Whenever he gets like this, I know I'll end up cooking a big feast. If I don't, he'll just keep carrying on this way.
That sunset sure is something, This guy is so melancholic right now. Oh, his wife is still not back. I even went to the Bracer Guild and begged them to help me find her. But they told me not to worry and that she'd come back on her own. It makes me wonder if they really took the time to investigate. They probably already know where she is.
People aren't getting as carried away this year, because of the soldiers. Perhaps that's for the best, though.
I actually got some time off during the day today. It meant I was able to get some much-needed rest. But for some reason, I was the only one given time off. I feel bad for everyone else. Oh, the maid is outside.
Miss Rianne! Where could she be?
Uh-oh, where's the kid?
Where on earth has Rianne run off to now?
Even if I do find someone from the Royal Guard, I really don't want to fight them. We're members of the same Royal Army after all. And honestly, I don't think I'd stand a chance. It would be great if they just surrender. Normally there'd be people partying all night after the tournament. I don't think that's going to happen this year though. It looks like the Royal Tournament wrapped up without any issues. I'm so glad there were no terrorist attacks. The Archbishop's sermons are truly insightful. More people should come and listen.
Oh my, is that the time already? Time just flies by when I'm doing my prayers. Ah, Adios, goddess of the sky. And so another day gently draws to a close.
So the Royal Tournament has concluded. Nobody can say for sure what will become of the birthday festival, but the church shall move forward with our plans regardless. The Gransla Cathedral is ancient, and this year marks its 1120th anniversary. I believe it was established around the same time as the royal family of Liberl. Oh wow, that's a detail I didn't even know about this place. Yeah, the cathedral is very old. It's almost as old as when the Dark Ages pretty much began, after the collapse of the Zamurian civilization 1,200 years ago. Damn, this building is very old.
He promised to look for a job in exchange for going to the tournament, but I can't help but worry that he's going to go back on his word.
Wow, that was... what an incredible grand final match. Now I've got all the energy in the world to turn my life around. Starting tomorrow. I mean, it is evening at least, I'll give it that. I heard the Duke invited the winner of the tournament to the banquet, but is that okay with the Queen still sick? The Duke's actions hardly inspire much confidence. Typical.
Oh, my husband hasn't come home yet. I guess that means I'm on dinner duty today.
It's already dusk. My shift's almost over, but I have night patrol duty today as well. Oh hey, Dorothy.
Ah, everyone! Congratulations! Your match was just incredible. My camera's still smoking from how many pics I took.
Okay.
The editor-in-chief told me to go and find Niall, but where on earth did he go?
Okay, Niall? Strange how quiet they've been about the Queen's condition. Not even a word from Her Majesty. Makes you wonder if it's all real. Looks like the tournament crowned its victor at last. Not going to lie, I'm pretty jealous. They get to try Liberl's finest cuisine at the castle. Oh god, are these two... the horny ones?
Oh, I can't believe Lieutenant Lawrence lost. You know, they really should bring back solo matches next year. That way I can focus all my cheering just on Joshua.
Yep, this was the two horny ones. Yep.
I get the impression Dorothy knows the group that won the tournament. She came back practically dancing on her tiptoes, absolutely over the moon.
Oh, that's very adorable. Our next article will be a feature on the currently most talked about restaurants. Getting paid to dine out? Think of it as an exclusive perk of the culture section. Niall's gonna be so jealous when he hears about this.
Colonel Richard is admirable and all, but I can't stand the intelligence division or those special ops guys. Especially that sly fox lady captain. She infuriates me to no end. She never leaves without throwing a snide remark or two my way.
Yeah, that sounds pretty Almathea, alright. There's something I need to ask Niall. But where the hell has he gone? Come to think of it, I haven't seen him in the office the past few days. Well, in this line of work, that's just how it goes. If you spot any royal guards, report them immediately. Sure thing, buddy. We put more guards on duty when it gets dark. If you see anyone suspicious, let us know immediately. Nothing went wrong today. But I don't know, it feels a little anticlimactic somehow. Maybe because my life is always one problem after another. Okay then. Oh god, a lovey-dovey pair.
My boyfriend's so passionate.
Good for him. The lovely royal capital and Gransel Castle, standing tall in the crimson twilight. Your eyes reflecting the beautiful scenery like twin mirrors. Could there be anything more beautiful in the entire land? No, not a thing. Absolutely nothing. Good god. Wow, the weather's been so nice all day. I wonder if it's sunny in Bose too.
I really wanted to at least see the finals. But I have to work hard so I can get my own place someday.
Alright kids, what up? I really thought the guy in the red helmet was going to win. That was an incredible match. A fierce battle in every way possible.
Oh yeah, that red guy was the only one who didn't seem really tired after the match.
Troy here has some good eyes. The tournament championships get... Wait, what? The tournament championships get invited to a banquet at the castle, huh? It's a shame the Duke's hosting it, but still. Sounds like an exciting event. Thank goodness the Royal Tournament is over. But we still have to stay vigilant. Clear skies and perfect currents. Any angler worth their rod should be out there. Once I finish up here, I'll be heading over to the lake with the others. I can't go fishing until the culprits behind the terrorism incident are caught. Colonel Richard takes care of all this soon. We had a workshop today, and there was an enthusiastic young woman who said she wanted to join us. She stuck around at the lake even after the lesson. Guess she couldn't get enough. We know who that is, a certain wife of certain someone. Seems the tournament went off without a hitch, huh? I wonder what they're going to do for the birthday festival.
The city is absolutely buzzing with talk about the Royal Tournament. Apparently nobody expected this year's champions to win.
Those damn terrorists. Where the hell are they hiding? No, that was one hell of a match. Haven't seen the likes in years. Can't claim I know much about fighting, but I sure did enjoy it.
Oh my, I was so caught up in the match I jumped out of my seat.
What a silly thing to do at my age.
Olivier hasn't stopped by today. I heard he won the tournament, so I was hoping to celebrate with him.
Oh, that's sweet. Oh, hi. Zin and his team won. Yes! Finally, the team I rooted for actually won! The one time you did. The two of us ended up hitting it off cheering for the same team. After watching the match, we came here for drinks together. Looks like we're in for an all-nighter tonight, if you catch my drift. The tournament's over, but the number of soldiers hasn't decreased one bit. Between Her Majesty's illness and everything else happening, things are starting to feel pretty grim. Oh, hi there, Grant. Oh, looks like the entire winning team is here. I watched the match. You guys were amazing. Sure, I'd like to win myself, but if it had to be someone, I'm glad it was you. Thank you. Huh? Where'd that guy with the blonde hair go? That guy was one hell of a shot. Oh, he's busy. He's busy with some yaoi. Don't worry about that right now. I've heard the news from everyone. Congratulations on your victory.
Thank you, Alan.
Based on what Kurt and the others said, it seems it was quite the battle.
Yeah. Not sure we'd win if we Had to fight them again though.
Agreed. I certainly wouldn't want to try again. It is certainly true that luck plays its part, but it was your strength that led you to victory. Don't worry, you two still have plenty of room to grow.
Thanks. You sure know how to psych someone up.
I'm sure you must be exhausted, but please do your best at the banquet.
Leave it to us.
Hey, great job taking the win.
That was a serious outstanding match. I feel like I learned a lot just watching you guys.
We should team up sometime. Oh, Kurt is here as well. Hey, congratulations on the victory. That was a spectacular match to watch. Seeing young braces like you guys rising through the ranks is really inspiring. I've got to work much harder too. Can you believe it? My wife actually handled all the chores today. Maybe it's better to just let her get on with it, rather than sticking my beak in all the time. Funny how marriage works like that. You have a very good point there, buddy. You have seen the light, I would say.
That final match was an absolute slugfest. I got to watch it from an amazing seat, and to top it all off,
hearts?
I got a real sense of just how much my husband cares about me. Today was the best day ever.
Well, I'm happy for you.
You did it. I knew you all had it in you. What a match. That was something else. Congratulations. Out of all the battles over the years, that was certainly one to remember. I'm so proud of you. Consider me a lifelong fan.
Okay. It's been calmer here lately. Not surprising with the tournament crowd gone. Looks like I can take it easy today. Looks like it's about that hour. Better start closing up shop. Now comes the fun part, counting how much I made today. Money grubber. We're just about to close up for the day. Still, I want to wrap these repairs up quick and get things back to folks.
I'm glad the royal tournament ended without any, issues.
The Duke's gathering influential people from all over the kingdom for tonight's banquet. Given all the concerns about terrorism, I hope everything will be alright. Okay, that's the city. I didn't find the girl from Morgan's estate. I wonder where she is. I honestly did not run into her anywhere in the city while I was doing the rounds. I wonder where she disappeared to. But anyway, we have books. So we need to finish off the Carnelia series. So let's see, last time I think they jumped into a river or something. Okay, so continuing, so part 10, activation. Sister Carnelia dashed toward the opposite bank, gliding swiftly over the water and leaving dark spray in her wake. In an instant she was far ahead of me. From the distant gate, flashes of art's magic tore through the air in rapid succession, but none reached her. Instead, they blasted apart the sludge at the bottom of the waterway, sending shockwaves pounding against my body. Dodging the last strike with a graceful leap, Sister landed on the shore at terrifying speed. Vaulting over the sandbank wall, she wiped her arms around fluidly, collapsing the Jaeger in one fell strike. Her arms spun swiftly like windmills, faster than any blade. Striking from unimaginable angles, her hands pierced throats, severed arteries, and withdrew just as quickly. By the time I finally reached the stone pavement, she stood alone, the only figure still on her feet.
Up ahead, climb the ladder to reach the cathedral,
Carnelia said. She waved her hand, flinging off droplets of blood like a child who had dirtied herself but had forgotten her handkerchief, her eyes sparkling in the lingering thrill of battle. Reinforcements are coming, let's hurry! The low sound of footsteps splashing through water was already close enough to hear clearly. Stepping over the bodies of the fallen Jaegers, we headed toward the dried-up canal. Bracing myself against the wet stones, I ducked beneath the half-open sluice gate. As the droplet splashed onto the back of my neck, I paused, noticing a whirring sound above me. The unmistakable noise of an oarsman powering arts. Toby! A flash of white filled my vision. I thought I heard Carnelia's voice, yet at the same moment, I felt a hand reach out from somewhere, grabbing my shoulder and yanking me backward. I was pulled clear just as the magic exploded against the stones. The deafening roar pummeled my entire body as I crashed to the ground, landing hard on my back. I flipped over onto my stomach, choking on filthy water as I raised my head. Through the swirling dust, I saw the sluice gate, now billowing thick clouds of debris. Like something from a nightmare, Jaegers burst forth from within, blades gleaming in their hands. I struggled in the mud, watching helplessly as their faces drew nearer, leaping forward to strike me down. Instinctively, I rolled to the side, narrowly awaiting a sword slash, then blocked the next strike with my bag. The fabric tore silently, sending the wrapped bundle of old paper tumbling onto the stones. My fingers desperately reached for my orbment but felt only useless chains. One mercenary fixed his eyes on my throat, raising his long sword high. Suddenly a shadow appeared behind him. Cornelia. Her hand moved effortlessly, and the man vanished, leaving only his sword clattering to the ground. With a sharp ringing sound, she dropped to one knee.
I'm sorry, Toby,
she murmured, her eyes downcast as trails of blood ran down her cheeks.
Perhaps the goddess calls for you too,
she said softly, rising once more. Her fluttering coat was torn to shreds, damaged from the art's attacks earlier. She must have shielded me from it. 40 red bloods... frothy red blood seeped from her chest. Picking up the fallen artifact from the ground, I peeled away the soaked paper and grasped the cold metal tightly against my orbit. The Jaegers no longer advanced. Instead, they stood shoulder to shoulder, blades drawn, blocking the path to the gate. As Sister Cornelia let out a wordless battle cry, I activated my orbit. Just as I unleashed my art, a scorching blade grazed my cheek. Immediately, I was shoved aside, falling forward onto the ground. Above me, I saw Sister Cornelia's back. Her right arm fell limp, hanging uselessly from her shoulder. She tilted her head downward slightly and collapsed before me, sliding gently to the ground. I caught her in my arms, blasting away an attacking Jaeger with an art. But I knew that was the end. Countless swords glared at us menacingly. Raising my right hand, still gripping the activated orbit, I shielded us as best as I could. The blade sliced through the air, and I closed my eyes awaiting the blow. And yet, behind the darkness of my eyelids, an endless expanse of white began to unfold. Alright, and the final chapter, Imperial Chronicle number 2. Swallowed by a world of white, I was suddenly spat on solid ground, tumbling downward. Warm earth scented sunlight met my fingertips. Heaven's floor felt like cobblestones beneath my hands. As I groped around, my fingers brushed against coarse hair. It seemed Sister Cornelia had also joined me on this journey to Adios. A warm feeling welled deep within my chest, and I sprawled out, letting my body relax. It was then I sensed movement around me. Someone appeared to be peering closely at my face. As my vision adjusted, I saw a young girl smiling gently. She's far too young to be the goddess Adios. At that moment, a bell chimed overhead, sounding exactly like the cathedral's hourly ring. Confused, I sat up, finally awakening from my dream. Anxiously glancing around like a startled pigeon, I noticed curious onlookers. Their eyes gathering on me, a silent weight pressing in from all sides. Familiar streets stretched before me, familiar sounds echoing in the distance, and familiar scents riding the breeze. There could be no mistake. I stood once again in the plaza before the cathedral, at the heart of the imperial capital. I opened my right hand and looked down at the lump of metal Nicht had placed in my care. On the artifact, golden threads of light coiled across its surface, like veins pulsing with a quiet ancient life. I remembered the sister's words, "It's alive." As the glow slowly dimmed, I held it tighter. Leaning against each other for support, we walked toward the towering cathedral. Overhead, the stained glass wings of the goddess Adios shimmered in the sun, stretching wide in silent vigil. What happened next unfolded with mechanical precision. The blood-stained relic, the very artifact Sister Cornelia had risked everything to protect, was handed over to His Eminence the Cardinal, who received us at the cathedral gates. Without a word, he turned and disappeared with it behind massive sealed doors. Inside, the grand hall filled quickly. Representatives of the Imperial Army, powerful nobles, and high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army gathered, voices hushed, movements sharp, as they launched into ceaseless negotiations. In the haze of political scheming, even the seasoned mediators dispatched by the Bracer Guild found themselves worn thin. Through it all, I remained at Sister Cornelia's side. She lay on a church pew, her breaths shallow, as the real sisters gently removed her coat and carefully cut away the blood-soaked garments clinging to her body. Beneath them, to everyone's surprise, was chainmail hidden under her robes. The discovery left the sisters in disbelief. But the next day, the noble who had orchestrated the Jaeger attack finally conceded. He agreed to a settlement in exchange for an estate, and the artifact was placed under the protection of the church. As for me, I was handed a bag heavy with hush money and promptly sent off to the Republic, an elegant way of sweeping me aside. The bracers assigned to escort me were none other than Pavel and Kloe. Just before our departure, without explanation, they brought me to her. She was awake. We spoke for only a few moments, simple words between us, but as I turned to leave, she reached out silently and offered me her hand.
Ein. My name is Ein.
I clasped her pale hand, unblemished by the world, with quiet resolve. 3 years have passed since that moment, and now today her name stares back at me from the pages of the Imperial Chronicle. Ein Selnate. A short article follows. Early yesterday morning, found dead under mysterious circumstances in the Imperial capital. The body bore numerous external injuries. During her lifetime, the deceased was involved in charitable activities throughout the Septian Church, saving countless lives across the land. As I reached the final line, an image pierced my thoughts. Her lying motionless in the street, her blood-streaked face so haughtily serene. And despite everything, despite the horror, she wore a faint smile. I tightly rolled up the magazine and gently touched the bracer emblem gleaming on my chest. Nearly 2 years have passed since I'd followed Sister's advice and chose this path. At least I grew comfortable using my real name. Toby. Sister's soft whisper echoed gently in my ear, but I was no longer Toby. Not really. I pressed my forehead against the cold, fogged-up window. In my memories, Sister's eyes sparkled like carnelia gems, her coat fluttering gracefully as she vanished into the shadows. Slowly, I opened my eyes and stared out the window. Outside, the lights of the Imperial capital melted into a hazy red blur, gradually fading into the pale white mist. And that is the end of the Cornelia story. Toby made it out, he became a bracer, and Cornelia died in some event in those past 3 years between when they made it out of there and where the story ends. But yeah, the events of this book are gonna be, like I said at the beginning when we started reading this, are gonna be important, so keep them in mind. Keep them in mind. Hold up, are you sure you want to enter the castle now? Once the banquet's over, we'll be staying the night in the castle. We can't head back to town until morning. Actually, let me save the game, then we're gonna enter. I forgot to save. Alright, now we go. Alright, let's show our invitations to the castle guards.
Okay, I'm starting to get excited.
Me too. It's not often you get invited to a party like this. Halt! Good lord, what was that voice? What was that voice crack? Halt! Beyond this point is Granza Castle, where Her Majesty the Queen resides. If you have no business here, please turn back. Hold on a minute.
Hello there.
Sorry about the other day. Oh, it's you guys. Still hanging around the capital, huh?
Yeah, we had some stuff to do.
We've been formally invited this time, so here we are. Formally? Invited? Did you give us an official invitation? Whoa! A giant? Here's our invitation. I hereby invite Zin and his team, winners of the Royal Tournament, to this evening's banquet. So, you're the winners of the Royal Tournament? Well, they did say the team that won the tournament was led by a huge martial artist from the East. So you guys were part of the team too?
Yep, that's right.
We just did what we could. Ah, I see. We've been briefed about you guys by the headmate. But it looks like someone's missing. What happened to him? He had some personal business, so he couldn't make it. It'll just be the three of us attending tonight. That's a shame. Oh well, let's get you inside.
The Royal Tournament champions have arrived! Open the gate!
The door opens. Big, massive doors.
Hawking Gate was impressive, but this gate is just incredible!
I mean, it's a castle gate. It looks fancy as hell.
And it looks very sturdy, as expected of a royal castle.
Of course, it's an impregnable fortress. No foreign enemy has ever breached Arnhenberg, but the capital has been caught in the flames of rebellion a few times. Yet each time, this castle has stood strong against the rebels, protecting the royal family and the citizens. That's how the story goes.
Wow, so that really happened.
Sounds like the kind of tale you'd expect from a historic nation.
All right, welcome. This is Her Majesty's Grancel Castle.
And now the royal music kicks in.
Once you enter, a guide should be waiting to escort you. Enjoy your evening, everyone.
Oh man, I really can't wait to see the inside of the castle in 3D. Oh yes.
Whoa!
Fancy. I like it. Yeah, pretty much. Of course, in the original game. Ooh, this remix. Ooh. Oh, the violin. Ooh, I really like it. Anyway. Obviously in the original game you see the castle from the top-down perspective, but the walls you can still see. So yeah, they kept this place really, really the way it should be.
I know we're in a castle, but this is far more luxurious than any other place we've been so far.
But it's not just luxurious, it also has a dignified elegance. You can feel all that prestige and heritage of the old kingdom here.
Welcome to Grancel Castle.
Oh, is this a headmaid?
You must be Zin and his compatriots, correct?
Oh no, never mind, it's Almathea.
It's Captain Amalthea.
Estelle.
I knew she'd be here, but...
Yes, that's right. We're here at the Duke's invitation. And who might you be?
My apologies for not introducing myself. I am Captain Amalthea of the Intelligence Division and head of Grancel Castle Security. Allow me to congratulate you on your victory in the Royal Tournament. I had the pleasure of watching your match. You all performed so gallantly. It was truly a sight to behold.
Sure, especially with that facial expression right now.
You flatter me. But I'm far more impressed by you. So young, so beautiful, and already a captain in the military.
Good old Zin. has to just casually flirt with everybody. At least, you know what? At least Zin's flirting is kind of nice compared to Olivier, who is, well, Olivier.
You must be exceptionally talented.
My, aren't you the charmer? But I'm nothing compared to these young bracers here. Estelle Bright, Joshua Bright. I believe we last met in Zeiss, yes?
Yes, that seems right.
It certainly has been a while.
Unfortunately, the matter regarding Professor Russell has yet to be resolved. It seems some scoundrels have kidnapped the professor and his granddaughter.
Sure.
You wouldn't happen to have any information about that, would you?
Nope.
Nope. Can't say we do.
We left the matter to the senior bracers and headed straight to the capital after the incident. We haven't heard anything about it since.
I see. What a shame. But with the intelligence division on the case, it's only a matter of time before the culprits are caught. Look forward to it.
Sly fox.
that slight threat there in the words. we'll find them. Don't worry about that.
Understood. The professor means a lot to us, so we're counting on you.
Oh yes, of course. Now then, we shall escort you to your rooms. Shay, can I leave the rest to you?
Yes, of course. Leave it to me.
Just to be clear, I don't want you bothering our guests with any unnecessary chatter. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
I'm glad to hear that. Now then, everyone, please enjoy your evening. I'll take my leave here.
She's one hell of a woman.
Sure, let's go with that.
That's one way to put it.
Thanks, Estelle.
What exactly do you see in that Sly Fox?
Is that really your type, Sin?
Yes, he likes them sharp.
Women like that often turn out to be surprisingly pure of heart.
We'll talk about that in the future.
It's the contradictions that are exciting, you know?
Ugh, you're hopeless.
Yeah, Zin likes the Moe gap.
You sound like a pervy old man.
Ouch!
Excuse me.
I'll rather have Zin's approach to flirting and everything compared to Olivia being over the top.
Oh, right. Sorry. You're here to show us to our rooms, right?
Yes. I'll show you the way now. Please pardon my late introduction. My name is Shay, and I serve as a maid here in the castle. I'll be attending to all your needs from tonight's banquet until tomorrow morning. If you need anything at all, please don't hesitate to ask.
Got it. We'll be counting on you.
Shall we proceed to our rooms?
Ah, yes. Your rooms are on the second floor.
Alright. When do I get the chance to walk around? Is it gonna be when she leaves us in the room? I can't remember. Wow! That huge chandelier is crazy beautiful. Estelle, keep your voice down. What's that room over there?
That is the throne room. It's where Her Majesty the Queen meets with visitors. It hasn't been used much as of late, I'm afraid.
I see. Is Her Majesty's health really that bad? Her birthday festival is just around the corner, isn't it?
Well, yes. As of late, the head maid has been taking care of Her Majesty. I'm not really privy to those matters. Anyway, shall we move on?
Yeah. She can't talk about it. She does obviously know some stuff.
You will all be staying in this room for the night. Please, make yourselves comfortable. Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, these rooms are huge.
Wow.
I never thought we'd be staying in a place like this. Whoa, this will make for one hell of a story when I get back home.
You still have some time before the banquet begins. Feel free to explore the castle, but bear in mind that some areas are off limits for security reasons. Thank you for your cooperation. Which areas are off limits exactly? Firstly, the Royal Keep. It's a small place in the corner of the garden terrace on the roof. Garden terrace? That sounds magical. Yes, at her birthday festival, Her Majesty will give a speech to the citizens from the terrace there. I'm sure it should be alright for you to take a look at the garden. Now, as for the other restricted areas, the Royal Garden Room on the first floor and the Treasury in the basement are also out of bounds.
Royal Guard, not the garden. The Royal Guard Room? As in... Aren't those guys wanted as terrorists?
That's correct. Right now, the Intelligence Division is using that room. Access is prohibited, so I must ask for your cooperation.
Understood. So, have the other banquet guests arrived yet?
Yes, everyone's already here. I believe they're all relaxing in their rooms.
I see.
That means Mayor Klaus must already be here. Yes, he arrived a short time ago. Now then, I must take my leave. Please contact the staff room on the first floor if you need anything.
Time to snoop through the castle!
Okay, then. Hey, Zin! We want to explore the castle for a little bit.
We'll be back before dinner starts. Sheesh, how do you kids still have any energy after the tournament? Go ahead, knock yourselves out. I'm just gonna kick back and relax in this fancy room until dinner's ready. That's good, you take a snooze break.
We need to get as much done as we can before the banquet starts. First, let's go meet with Lady Hilda, the woman Lieutenant Schwartz told us about.
It would be good if we could greet the other guests too. I imagine there'll be quite a few familiar faces. Of course we're gonna get a holy boatload of red exclamation marks, Batman. Okay. Okay, we have quite a lot of stuff. Did I put actually any new pictures into into the castle on the walls? Some sneaky little shits around. Hi there, Zin. Phew, it's usually be in the bar at this time, so I'm starting to get hungry. When's this banquet supposed to start anyway? I can't wait to go to town on a massive royal feast. Oh, you'll get your feast, don't worry about that. Real shame about Olivier. That guy gave it his all in the tournament. Oh well, can't be helped, I guess. Man, the castle looks amazing. Also, who is up here? Hi. Libra! The nerve of those Intelligence Division goons. Just who do they think they are? Taking out restricted materials without proper authorization. That's a lot of books and I cannot interact with a single one of them, no? Nope. Nope, no little sneaky interactions around any of them. Very, very nice. Okay, that's the private library, essentially. Alright, who is in this room? Hey! It's the two old dudes.
Ah, there you are. Hello, Estelle. Hello, Joshua.
Oh, this one's actually voiced.
It's been a while.
Hello, Dumbledore.
No way, Headmaster Collins?
Wait, you were invited to the banquet too?
Yes, I flew here from Rouen earlier today. More importantly, I heard from the mayor that you two won the royal tournament. The students will be so thrilled to hear that.
Thank you very much.
We weren't expecting you to be attending tonight's banquet, Headmaster. Well, Headmaster Collins is a member of the Royal Assembly, which makes him one of the wisest figures in all of the borough. It's no surprise he'd been invited to a banquet at the castle. Calling me one of the kingdom's wisest figures is high praise indeed.
What's the Royal Assembly?
It's an annual conference where they make decisions on national issues. Her Majesty the Queen, mayors from across the kingdom, and various other people come together to discuss the future.
Wow, I had no idea. So basically all the people who were invited to tonight's banquet, right?
No, not quite. This is only about half of them, actually. Her Majesty is well, and General Morgan is busy with military affairs. Mayor Dalmore was arrested. And as for Professor Russell, there's still so much about that incident that remains unclear. It's said to have been the work of a terrorist group, with even the Royal Guard involved, but how can that be? And I mean, hosting a banquet after all that's gone on, it's absurd. Well, it seems to me that we must attend the banquet if we wish to fathom the Duke's true intentions. We need to obtain permission to visit Her Majesty the Queen as well. Indeed, that's precisely why I'm here. The idea that we would come all this way to Grancel Castle and be unable to see Her Majesty is unthinkable. And after all this time, I'd really like to see Princess Claudia.
Princess Claudia? She's the Queen's granddaughter, right?
Does she also live here in the castle? No, apparently she usually resides elsewhere. But it seems she's been in the royal capital for the past few days.
Oh, really? I'd like to meet her too.
Oh, Estelle. I'm sure you two will have the opportunity to meet her. Yeah, listen to Dumbledore. By the way, have you two managed to meet with Kloe yet? She mentioned having plans to meet you here in the capital.
No, we haven't gotten a message from her at the guild.
So she's already in the capital? That's what I assumed, but... that's rather concerning. Perhaps she stopped by to see Matron Theresa on her way back to the capital. Alright, Klaus. Honestly, I don't understand how the Duke could even think of holding a banquet given the circumstances. Alright then, you two, enjoy your evening. And here we have... Hey, hello.
Oh, Mayor Mabel?
And Lila too.
Miss Estelle, Mr. Joshua.
It's so good to finally see you both. I've been eagerly waiting for you to visit me here.
So you were invited to the banquet too, Mayor Mabel? Wait, how'd you know we'd be here?
Mayor Klaus told me. He said that you two competed in the royal tournament and won an invitation to tonight's banquet. Oh, if only I'd known sooner. I would have dropped everything just to come cheer you on.
With all due respect, milady, if you'd dropped everything, wouldn't you just have more work later?
Yes, I know that.
Mabel.
Busy as ever, huh? Honestly, if I were here for Her Majesty, I wouldn't mind one bit, but wasting my time on that Duke. Unfortunately, a young female officer from the army kept insisting I attended, and so I had no choice but to come.
Would that young officer be Captain Althea from the intelligence division by any chance?
Yes, the very one. She was polite, but in a cold, arrogant kind of way. I don't much care for her. I've had trouble contacting General Morgan recently as well. Wait, what?
You haven't been able to reach Hawken Gate?
Oh, I've tried. They kept telling me the General is unavailable and they refuse to let me speak to him. Apparently, he's too tied up with the countermeasures against the terrorists' threats. I was hoping to meet him at tonight's event, actually. But it seems he won't be attending. I see.
What do you think about all this? Getting all these mayors together for a banquet, I mean.
If it were hosted by Her Majesty, I'd expect an important announcement. But I get the impression that the Duke just called us all here to make himself feel important. You know, to use his authority as an excuse to lord over us just for the sake of it. That does seem like his style.
I suppose that might indeed be all there is to it.
Well, they do say that the head chef here is the best in the kingdom. So I'll just enjoy some good food, pay my respects to Her Majesty, headed back to Bose as soon as I can.
Good plan. Very good plan.
Honestly, the Duke's a real problem. He caused all sorts of trouble when he came to visit Bose on an inspection tour. The complaints from citizens just kept pouring in. We had a terrible time dealing with it.
There we go.
Yep, that just sounds like Dunnan.
My lady was looking forward to seeing you both again. Please visit Bose again if you ever have time.
We shall. Okay, throne room?
So, this is the throne room. Normally, we could have requested an audience with Her Majesty the Queen here.
But no one's here now. It's kinda sad.
Kinda sad indeed. Estelle, if you were Leon, you would take a seat. But yeah, that's the throne room. I do like that the falcon on these ones is red instead of the usual white.
Don't railings like these make you just want to slide down them?
People would think we're suspicious. And it's dangerous, too.
Estelle, please. Estelle's inner child cannot be quenched, cannot be made to shut up. Hi? No matter how you slice it, there's no way we can finish all this work with so few people. The Duke ordered the other officials to go on vacation and they were kicked out of the castle. Wow. This is the administrative room. It's an essential part of the Liberl Kingdom where key government affairs are handled. With Her Majesty ill, we're working under the Duke Dunnan's orders. Alright, and that is the side that is barred off because this is where the intelligence division is, yep. Beyond this point is the intelligence division's office. Civilians are prohibited from entering. If you don't want to be arrested, I suggest you keep your distance. Sure, bud. So yeah, that's where the quarter for the Imperial Guard is supposed to be. Oh, I can enter the maid quarters. Oh, hi. There she is. Hi, Shay.
Oh, can I help you? Is something not to your liking? No, it's not that. We were just, looking around the castle. Is that so? The banquet preparations will take a little more time. Please feel free to explore the castle while you wait.
Well, we shall continue.
They're preparing for the banquet.
Looks like they're busy. Let's not get in their way.
That's a lot of maids. Hi? Prim?
I just ran into Duke Dunnan in the hallway. He kept staring at me. It was totally creepy. Huh, how rude. Just between us. The Duke told Lady Hilda to hire more maids even though we're fully staffed. I'm sure he's up to no good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, what is it? I'm terribly sorry, but I'm quite busy preparing for the banquet right now.
Sure you are. You're counting the table. That's fine. And you are a clone of hers?
These poor guests roped into entertaining the Duke all night. I'm sure they have better things to do.
They indeed do.
Wow, that looks delicious.
Cordon bleu fare prepared by the chef. I can't wait.
Dinner. Now I'm getting hungry. Our head chef specializes in royal cuisine, but he's also known as the chef of 1,000 dishes. Head cook Gervais? My sincere apologies, dear guests. We're currently still in the middle of preparations for this evening's meal. Once everything is ready, a member of our staff will call you, so please wait a little while longer. It feels like there are so many more mice around here lately. This is a serious problem. I hate mice. And down here is, oh yeah, the cellar with a lot of stuff and a door that currently I cannot do shit with, right? Yep. I can examine. The door was firmly shut. Indeed. God, there's so much stuff in here. So many resources. This is the castle after all. Filled to the brim. Oh, another guy. Where the shit does this lead? Huh? Hi. This area is off limits. Suspicious individuals will be arrested without hesitation. You'd better be cautious. I don't remember where that corridor leads to, but that's fine. Alright, who was in this room? Oh yeah! It's Murdoch!
Why, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua.
Mr. Murdoch!
Since all the mayors are attending, I had a feeling that you'd be here too.
I never would have imagined you two winning the royal tournament and making your way to Grancel Castle. Ah, you really are Cassius's children.
Well, you know, we did have a lot of help along the way.
By the way, has anything else happened during the past few days? So right after you two headed off to the capital, Captain Althea from the intelligence division paid me a visit. I couldn't refuse the invitation, but I managed to cover up what happened at the fortress. It doesn't seem like the army's found Professor Russell yet, so they're likely still on the run. But if things keep going like this, it's only a matter of time before they're caught.
Is that right?
I tried asking Captain Althea if I could visit Her Majesty, but it was an absolute no. It seems meeting with her directly is going to be rather difficult.
Seems that way for sure. But don't worry, we've got a plan.
We'll make sure Her Majesty gets the Professor's message. The Intelligence Division are a willy lot. We should be very careful interacting with them. Sure thing, don't worry about that. And if they get too close, they get the stick. Oh, there's another room here. Oh yeah, the bar. I forgot that there's a whole bar and lounge in here. Very, very, very neat. Hi, you. Welcome to the lounge. Please take your time and relax. We have both soft drinks and alcohol available, so if there's anything you'd like, please don't hesitate to ask. Alright, final stop, the terrace. Let's see. This place is very spacious.
Wow, it's so beautiful. So this is the castle's garden terrace?
Look at the view of the entire lake. You can even see the streets of Grancel from here. It's easy to see how so many people want to visit.
If only we weren't in such a hurry. I'll to just stand here and enjoy the view. But we've got bigger fish to fry.
Yes, Estelle, bigger fish, more fish. But we don't get to fish in the game, at least not here. Oh yeah, actually getting to see the city from this angle is very interesting as well. The airport and everything. Yeah, very nice. Anything else up here?
Look, Joshua. It's so pretty.
The night view of the royal capital. You're right. It's breathtaking.
It is very pretty. And one area that isn't even on the map right now, the docks over there. But they are fully constructed and rendered. Just no access. Alright, and the final trigger is this. This final building here. Basically the top of the castle.
Ah.
I bet that's the royal keep. Who are you? Hey, these guys.
We were invited here by the Duke.
Is this where Her Majesty resides? That's right. But for the past few days, Her Majesty has been feeling unwell. There's no point in even asking for an audience.
Oh no, we wouldn't even dream of asking for something like that. Although, we were hoping to catch a brief glimpse of her.
I don't suppose Princess Claudia is here? No, she's actually... Hey! She's actually attending to Her Majesty. She doesn't have time to entertain the likes of you, obviously.
And just what are you all doing here?
There she is. Madam, are you leaving already?
The banquet will begin shortly, so I'm returning to the maid quarters for now. By the way, who are these guests?
They are members of the team that won the royal tournament. Just bracers, but sort of invited guests, it seems.
Huh. Just bracers, huh?
How dare you?
Damn!
Are you trying to insult guests of the royal castle?
We're just...
They may have been invited by His Grace the Duke, but anyone who visits the castle is a guest of Her Majesty. Do not forget that.
Roger that.
Wow, what a present.
Hey, I wonder if she's... But madam, we cannot permit them to pass. That should have been clear from the Colonel's explanation.
I've grown tired of hearing about all that. My apologies, honored guests. For security reasons, access to the royal keep is currently restricted. If possible, could you please wait in your room until the banquet begins?
Sure.
Of course. That seems like it would be for the best. I'm terribly sorry for the trouble we caused. Huh. As long as the castle is clear now, I'm fine. The side-eye, the bombastic side-eye. Be careful on your way back.
I apologize you had to witness such an unseemly scene. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Hilda. I am the head maid of Grancel Castle, overseeing all the other maids here.
The bombastic old lady. when she yells, you whimper.
I knew it.
So you're Lady Hilda.
Oh, my. Pardon me, but have we met before?
Actually, someone told us about you.
Julia's letter of introduction.
This handwriting.
Wow, you recognize it?
This letter and our bracer emblem should serve as proof of our identities.
Okay. But this is not the place. Come with me to the maid quarters. I'll hear what you have to say there.
Follow Hilda.
I understand. You want to deliver Professor Russell's message directly to Her Majesty the Queen. Is that right? Yes, exactly. If the Queen's condition is really that bad, then I guess we could reconsider, but... It shouldn't be a problem, however... The Royal Keep is under constant surveillance by Special Ops soldiers. The only people allowed inside are the Duke, the Colonel, and those directly entrusted with Her Majesty's care. So it'll probably be pretty difficult to meet her, huh?
What do you think, Estelle? We could have Lady Hilda deliver the message for us.
Yeah, but I'd rather speak to her in person. Like, about the Duke Dunn's intentions and Colonel Richard's objectives. There's still so much we don't know.
Miss Estelle, Mr. Joshua, I have an idea. After the banquet ends, come back here and find me.
Oh, you mean...
You know of a way for us to meet Her Majesty the Queen?
Yes, I might.
It won't be straightforward, but I think it's worth a try. It will require some time to prepare, but it'd be alright if we waited until after the banquet.
Yeah, of course!
Alright, we'll come after the banquet.
I'll be here. The food is ready, so the banquet will begin shortly.
Please head back to your room for the time being.
Well, I think that's everything covered.
Yeah, let's head back to the room and meet up with Zin. Alright, I can still talk to Hilda, no one else updated from what I can tell. The meal preparations are complete, the banquet should begin shortly. Perhaps you should return to your room for the time being. We shall. We're back, Zin. Oh, Estelle, Joshua, you guys were gone for a long time. The banquet's about to start, you know?
My bad, Zin. We got caught up looking around and lost track of time. Plus, we ended up chatting with a few different mayors.
Oh, good friends in high places, huh? We've always had a good relationship with the mayor of Roland. The others are just people we've met along the way. I see. Working as a bracer does give you lots of chances to meet with important people. And from the looks of it, you two have been doing very well for yourselves.
Pretty well, I guess. Zin, have you taken on any bracer work since you got to the capital? Bracers can take jobs in other countries, right?
Yeah, as a senior bracer, you're free to work anywhere. But what with the tournament and all the embassy paperwork, I haven't had time to take on anything extra. Besides, with 4 other braces around, there isn't much left for me to do anyway. Makes sense. I imagine most issues will be solved pretty quickly with this many bracers on hand. Though it must be tough for the other regional branches with so many bracers gathered here. Yeah, I'll bet it is.
Now I feel kinda bad. I wonder how Scherazard's doing in Roland.
You mentioned that name before, but you don't mean Scherazard, do you?
What? You know her?
Yes, she's our mentor. We've been close for a very long time. So that's how you know her. I met her once when she came to Calvert. She had a great teacher, and even though she was young, she showed a lot of promise.
A great teacher?
That must be Dad.
Excuse me, the preparations for the banquet are now complete. Shall I show you the way?
Ah, finally! Alright kiddos, time to dig in and enjoy a free meal.
Yeah, after the match I could feel myself wasting away. Time to eat my body weight in food.
2 muscle brains. 2 muscle brains. Joshua, you're in the minority. You're in the minority here. These two are all muscle, 0 brain. You guys. Don't forget your table manners, okay? Time to pig out.
This is a dinner party, right? Why are the plates empty? Where's the food? And what's with all the knives and forks?
It's a formal dinner. They'll bring out different dishes one at a time, starting with the appetizers. As for the utensils, just work your way from the outside in.
Is this what you meant by table manners? No, I'm starting to get nervous. There's no need to worry. The most important thing is to enjoy the food. Manners and etiquette are secondary.
Yes, well put. I hear that the 2 of you already know everyone in attendance, is that right? Then there's no need to be so on edge.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Don't get too carried away, please.
Actually, will your companion be alright using a knife and fork? I heard that people from the east are more comfortable using chopsticks.
You know yourself, huh? But as they say when in Liberl, it may be very elegant, but I'll manage with a knife and fork.
Very admirable. Sentiment truly befitting a champion of the Royal Tournament.
It's not all that impressive.
He's like putty in the hand of a beautiful woman, huh?
I wouldn't exactly call him a womanizer, but... Speaking of manners, the Duke's running quite late. Where could he possibly be? Indeed. And with the Duke presiding, who will sit in the place of honor? That's a good question. I wonder if it will be Princess Claudia, perhaps.
Everyone, thank you for your patience.
Hey there, Philip.
His Grace the Duke has arrived.
The entire delegation is here.
I apologize for keeping you waiting. Our meeting ran a bit longer than expected. This is Colonel Richard, head of the Intelligence Division. He has been working tirelessly to stop these terrorist incidents, and I invited him here as a token of my appreciation.
It is a pleasure to meet all of you. I am Alan Richard of Her Majesty's Intelligence Division. Thanks to His Grace's exceptional kindness, I am able to join you for dinner this evening. Please pardon my military uniform, and allow me to join you at the table.
Yep, so Richard is the guest of honor.
I can't believe we're sharing a table with the Colonel.
Yep, that you are.
I expected this, but it still makes me a little nervous.
Gone are the days of the low polygon food from the original games.
Delightful! Truly delightful! Well now, Mayor Maybell, how do you find the culinary skills of our chef here at the castle? Wouldn't you say it rivals the cuisine of Anterose?
Indeed, the craftsmanship is exquisite. The wine pairing is perfect as well. It makes me want to steal your chef away.
Coming from you, that doesn't sound like a joke.
That was no joke.
And what do you think, Zin? Does the cuisine suit the palate of someone from the East, like yourself?
Oh, it's very good. Even with a palate as unrefined as mine, I can appreciate the depth and sophistication of these flavors. It feels like I'm tasting the very essence of liberal food.
Yes, that's exactly right. And how about you, young bracers? I bet you've never had such extravagant food before, am I right?
Have to admit, this is super delicious. Regardless of who invited us, the food is definitely the real deal.
Estelle just casually putting a jab in there is the amazing part of this whole thing.
Yes, exactly.
Wait, did I just get insulted?
It really is quite wonderful. And since we've never had the chance to attend such a formal event before, this is a great learning experience for us. Thank you very much for the invitation.
How very polite of you. Alas, it was after my butler reminded me that I did recall we met once during that incident in Rouen, did we not?
Yes, we saved your butt, and you kicked us out of our room.
Such a strange web fate weaves.
Yeah, that's right. So he only remembered because the butler told him.
Yep.
Come now, let us cast aside all formalities tonight. There's plenty of food and drink, so please, help yourselves.
Your Grace? Before that, how about we take care of the matter we discussed?
Oh, yes, that's right. The reason I've gathered you all here, all you respected representatives of our fair kingdom, is none other than taking this opportunity to make a very important announcement.
Oh, an important announcement?
And what kind would that be?
Yes, well, I'd like to hand it over to Colonel Richard to explain everything.
I thank you, sir. I believe you all are aware that Her Majesty the Queen has been in poor health as of late. She is gradually recovering, and I have no doubt she'll be back to her old self in no time.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Then, might we be allowed to offer our greetings to Her Majesty in person?
Unfortunately, Her Majesty has requested that such visits be refused for now. That said, within the next few days, we expect to completely eliminate the terrorist threat within the capital. With that resolved, the Queen's birthday festival can proceed as planned.
That will certainly be a relief for the citizens. Many of them eagerly await the festival all year. But surely that isn't the only reason you've gathered us here today, is it?
Right. If that was all it was, this could have been a notice.
You're quick to catch on. As I mentioned earlier, Her Majesty is steadily recovering. However, she has made an important decision in light of her recent health concerns, and that is to abdicate the throne and pass the crown to His Grace, Duke Doonan.
Oh boy, here we go. No one's gonna be pleased about that.
this true?
Joshua, is this...
Yeah, this is what they've been conspiring about.
I too was surprised, but it seems Her Majesty has grown unexpectedly weary. And it's no wonder. She's guided Liberl through turbulent tides for nearly 40 years, as a woman, no less.
Oh god, this guy. Oh, good god, this guy.
With that in mind, I believe it would be best to finally free her from that burden after her birthday. And as someone with a strong claim to the throne, I am resolved to do so.
To think that Her Majesty had been so deeply troubled. Despite meeting her each year, I was blind to her struggles.
But is this not a matter far too serious to discuss over drinks at a banquet? Forgive me, but how much credibility does this announcement truly hold?
Mayor Maybell, are you implying that His Grace's words cannot be trusted?
No, that's not what I meant. I only meant that, like mayoral elections, there must also be procedures for the succession of the throne.
Yes. Ideally, we would have liked to have heard this announcement directly from Her Majesty.
Yeah? Go on.
I understand this news is unsettling. However, I ask that you remain calm and carefully consider what has been shared. As I mentioned earlier, Her Majesty herself will make the announcement during the birthday festival. Would it not be best to verify the truth of this matter when that time comes?
Well, I guess so.
Our main concern is how the public will react once this news becomes official.
Oh, they'll be over the moon. They'll be over the moon.
To avoid the spread of misinformation, we wanted to inform all of you, the leaders of our society first. His Grace specifically made this decision with that in mind.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Additionally, Her Majesty's abdication is not merely a domestic political affair for Liberl. It will also attract the attention of foreign powers, particularly the threat in the north, Erebonia. At this crucial time, we must unite and support our new king, the man who stands before you now. We are entering a truly pivotal moment.
He's making it all sound so convincing.
Yeah, he's quite the talker.
Yep, he can really sell it.
So you're saying that while we wait for Her Majesty's official announcement, we should mentally prepare ourselves for what's coming. Is that it?
I'm glad you understand.
Well, I suppose if it does indeed come to that, we'll have our hands full.
Quite. We'll need to announce it to the citizens as well.
I have a question. His Grace does hold a legitimate claim to the throne, but isn't there another with a strong claim to the succession?
Well, that is...
You must be referring to Princess Claudia, Her Majesty's granddaughter.
Yes, elaborate how you're gonna circumvent that.
It's undeniable that she and His Grace, Duke Dunan, have equal claim according to the royal succession laws. However, on account of her young age, Her Majesty appears to have chosen His Grace instead. As I mentioned before, she likely did not want to burden the young princess with such overwhelming responsibility.
Yes, exactly. Besides, I plan to arrange a good marriage for Claudia. Unofficially, we've already received several proposals from foreign royal families.
Yay!
I'd say there's a fair chance that one of them may be finalized within the year.
Yay!
Oh my!
I see. Then it seems we have 2 pieces of good news to celebrate.
Yes, but the princess, isn't she a little too young to be getting married?
Excuse me, can I ask a question?
Sin?
Zin speaking up.
Oh? Yes, go on. I don't mind.
Forgive my bluntness, but this doesn't seem like the kind of discussion outsiders like us should be privy to.
He has a good point.
Not to mention the fact that I'm not even a citizen of this kingdom. Why then have you chosen to announce this news now?
Because it just so happened that the champions of this year's royal tournament turned out to be bracers. At a critical matter such as Her Majesty's abdication, is something I felt the guild should be notified of.
He also has a good point about that.
In fact, it was I who proposed to His Grace that we share this information with you.
I see. So the rumors are true. The military and the guild really do maintain a good relationship here in Liberl.
You see, unlike the Empire or the Republic, Liberl lacks a strong military force. We simply must cooperate. That is the harsh reality of the situation. In any case, I trust that explains things, yes?
I understand. I'll make sure to pass this information along to the Capital's Guild branch.
Yeah, he sells it convincingly. Everything has been meticulously planned. Man, we really stumbled into something big, didn't we? It's just another country's business to me, but you two must have been pretty shocked, huh?
Duh, of course we were. We never even imagined that things were already this far along.
Huh?
Never mind. But what a waste. The food was so delicious, it was melting in my mouth. But with everything that happened, it was like eating ash.
I hear you there. Estelle, how about we go for a walk to help all that food go down?
Huh?
She forgot. Right, she forgets about... Oh, Estelle.
Oh, right, yeah, that's a great idea. I really need some fresh air.
Huh. First sightseeing and now a post-dinner stroll. Hate to admit it, but it sounds like my age is starting to get the better of me.
Don't be silly, Zin.
Why don't you take a walk too? This place is full of history. There's so much to see. Maybe I'll wander around a bit if I feel like it later. Might even try and sneak some leftovers from the kitchen.
Wait, for real? You're going to eat more?
I wouldn't call it eating. More like drink time snacking. I hear there's a lounge where you can get a drink, so I'll probably check that out. Alright. Time to continue the snoop through the castle before we meet the headmaid. The food was great, but all that heavy talk killed the mood for drinking. Guess I'll just sit in here and enjoy a quiet drink on my own. Alright, you do that. Let's see.
Things have really gotten out of hand. I'm itching to meet the queen and hear what's really going on.
First, let's stick to the plan and go and see Lady Hilda. She said she had a way for us to meet the queen.
Got it.
Oh, she has a way. She has a way to meet the queen. The blueprints for Gransa Castle are missing too. What could the intelligence division possibly want with them? Oh, he's by himself. Well, the colonel's statements were logical and well constructed. I'd still like to hear directly from Her Majesty and the princess as soon as possible. Oh, and he's also by himself. Alright, they're in separate rooms. Right. They just sat down together because they're old friends. To think Her Majesty is so troubled that she is considering abdicating. And marriage arrangements are already being made for Princess Claudia. It's all happening so quickly, so hard to process.
I was quite shocked by what was discussed at the banquet. To think that Duke Dunnan could be the one to inherit the throne. The thought alone is enough to give me a headache.
You and the rest of the country.
It sounds as though something quite serious happened at the banquet. The last thing my lady needs is something else to worry about.
Please,
Oh,
let me know what you need.
the next trigger is over here?
Oh, it's you two.
Oh, hi. Colonel Richard.
Estelle and Joshua. Isn't this the first time we've had the pleasure of speaking privately?
Yes, it is. Yes, the last time we spoke was when we exchanged a few words after Mayor Dalmore's arrest. Of course, I didn't expect you to remember us, Colonel.
Alas, much wasn't said, but you two still left a strong impression on me. I decided to look into your backgrounds and was quite surprised. I never imagined you two would be the children of Colonel Cassius.
So you figured that out too?
They don't call us the Intelligence Division for nothing. We were in the army together, you see. Colonel Cassius is someone I owe a great deal to. So much so that words cannot express.
Yep.
What do you say to having a little chat? I've been wanting to for quite some time.
What?
Colonel, don't you have a meeting with His Grace the Duke?
I can afford to be a little late. I know. Let's head to the lounge for our chat. I'll even treat you two to some non-alcoholic cocktails.
I can prepare them for you.
Look, Almathea might be just a cold-hearted bitch, but when it comes to her interactions with Richard, I'm always so amused. The mood shift is amazing.
There's no need for that. Go inform His Grace the Duke that I'll be running late.
Yes. Understood, sir.
She's like a puppy. She's like a puppy around him. When she can do something for him, immediately happy. The moment he tells her to sit and do nothing, sad. Holy shit, the glare. Yeesh.
Well then, if you'll excuse me.
Holy shit.
Now then, shall we make our way to the lounge? Follow me.
Joshua, what do we do?
I don't think we have much choice. We'll just have to find Lady Hilda after our chat. Yeah, you're going with him, if you want it or not.
I first met Colonel Cassius immediately after I graduated from the military academy. I was assigned to the independent mobile unit he commanded at the time. From that moment until the day he left the army, he was my mentor, personally and professionally.
Oh, is that right? What was my dad like back then? I mean, what did you think of him?
In short, he was a hero. His skill with the sword earned him the title of Divine Blade. He could think on his feet and adapt effortlessly to any battlefield scenario. His expertise wasn't limited to broad tactics. He mastered strategic operations at the highest level. He was without rival.
It sounds like you're talking about a totally different guy.
So did you work with him during the 100-Day War too? Yeah, to be fair, now that she also said it, to be fair, Estelle never really got anyone to say anything like that about her father, so even though she keeps going like, what? The entire time through the game, whenever someone says something about her dad, she never saw that side of her father. The only Cassius Bright she knew was a goofball, essentially. A goofball that is also a good dad, but and also has taught her how to fight with a staff. But outside of that, she had no idea, so getting continuously surprised. I mean, it becomes a shtick throughout the game, but it's honestly no surprise that she keeps reacting like that.
Yes, I fought under Colonel Cassius's command during the war. I remember it like it was yesterday. The fervor and excitement with which we carried out the strategies he devised. I'll save those stories for another time. If I start talking about those days, we'll be here all night. But I will tell you this. If Cassius Bright had not been in the Royal Army back then, our kingdom would be part of the Erebonian Empire today.
No way! That's impossible.
It's precisely because Colonel Cassius accomplished the unbelievable that he is called a hero. He retired immediately after the war, and even declined the accolades offered to him. His deeds remain unknown to most. Yet even now, among certain soldiers, the name Colonel Cassius is synonymous with heroism.
That pencil mustache old man never told me that.
Well, it's not what a father would sit down and tell his daughter. Don't be too hard on him, okay?
Hey, I'm the victim here! Wait a second, Joshua, you don't seem like all that surprised by any of this. Don't tell me you already knew about all this.
I didn't know Colonel Richard was one of Dad's subordinates, but as for the rest, yeah, I knew most of it already.
What? So you were an accomplice?
Calm down, Estelle. I mean, it's not like Dad told me everything anyway. Besides, he specifically asked me not to tell you.
I can't believe this. When he finally gets back, I'm going to let him have it.
Sorry for getting sidetracked, Colonel Richard.
No, not at all. Seeing the two of you has actually put me at ease. When Colonel Cassius decided to leave the army, I did everything I could to make him stay, ultimately. It seems leaving was the right choice for him after all. With you two by his side, he was likely able to overcome the grief he felt after losing his wife.
Colonel Richard.
Well then, I thank you both for keeping me company. I'll take my leave now. I can't keep His Grace waiting too long.
Ah, okay.
Sorry, it feels like we didn't have much of interest to say for ourselves.
Not true. If anything, you two answered the question I wanted to know most. Now I can proceed without regret.
Oh boy. That's a sentence. What do you mean by that?
I'm sure we'll meet again soon. And when that time comes, I hope I'll have the chance to speak with Colonel Cassius as well.
Oh boy. Oh boy. We gave him the final push.
So... was that really Colonel Richard just now?
Huh? Of course it was. Are you half asleep or something?
I mean, the way he talked about Dad. It was so different from what I expected.
Yeah, I guess he's not some mustache-twirling villain after all. It doesn't change the fact that he's definitely plotting something, though. Regardless of what happened with Dad, we have to remember that.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I hate to say it, but his friendliness just now might just be part of his plan. It'd be easy for a trained intelligence officer to deceive kids like us.
Maybe, but isn't that a little cynical?
Yeah, you're right. Leave these suspicions to me. You should trust your own instincts. You should still have your guard up and be ready for anything. I think that's all part of what it means to be a bracer.
Right. I guess I'll keep that in mind.
Thanks, Estelle.
Oh, stop it. Don't go thanking me. Anyway, we should hurry and find Lady Hilda. She's probably sick of waiting for us by now.
Right. We should head to the maid's quarters. Yeah, that was an interesting interaction with Richard that you can have here right before heading to Hilda. Richard putting down the facade a tiny bit and just having a nice casual talk with the children of the man he admired, essentially. It was a very nice thing. Anyway, how about a nice refreshing drink to cleanse your palate after a meal? Even if you can't see what you want on the menu, I can still make it for you. Oh yeah, you were in here. Oh, that's still Joshua. So, do you think you'll be able to meet up with Her Majesty? We're trying right now. We're very much trying right now. Another late night. Even though the Duke is officially Her Majesty's proxy, the Intelligence Division is definitely running the show. I don't even want to think what would happen if Colonel Richard wasn't around. The thought of the Duke actually seizing power gives me the shivers. Yes. Yes. We must store our ingredients properly so the mice can't get to them. Hey, do you think mice actually like cheese as much as people say they do? Oh, my dear guests. I do hope you enjoyed your meal. Ooh, time to finish cleaning up and head home for the day.
Oh? Where have Shay and Lady Hilda gone? Colonel Richard is just so dreamy, isn't he? Compared to the Duke, he's not even in the same universe. Just between us. the Duke's table manners are truly awful. It's hard to believe he's actually related to the Queen and Princess. It's finally over. I need to clean up quickly so I can head home.
Alright, Hilda, we're here.
Estelle, Joshua, I've been waiting for you. You certainly took your time, didn't you?
Sorry about that. We kinda got held up by Colonel Richard.
By the Colonel?
He told us some war stories about him and our father. I don't think he's aware of what we're planning, though.
I see. I learned from the letter that you are Cassius's children. I can understand how that might have made Colonel Richard feel sentimental.
Yep. Brought back some memories.
You know my dad too, Lady Hilda?
You know what? I'm not surprised that she's asking. I'm just surprised that she stopped doing that. What? at least she's accepting of it now.
Yes. Back in the day, he often came to the castle as General Morgan's adjutant. I also heard he was a close friend of the late prince, Her Majesty's son.
The late prince?
Princess Claudia's father?
Yes. He passed away in a maritime accident 15 years ago. If only the prince were still alive, I doubt we'd be in the situation we're in.
Huh?
There's no use lamenting the past. It's getting late. We should begin immediately.
I'm thinking back to the original games. If they ever showed how the princess's parents looked like, I can't remember. I think there were some pictures or one picture where there was a young princess and her parents in it, but I can't remember. I think there was some picture, but I might be misremembering and thinking of another another group of royalties, because there is many in these games. Anyway.
Shay, please join us.
Oh, you're...
Shay, was it?
Yes. Hello, Miss Estelle and Mr. Joshua.
Hello.
Lady Hilda briefed me on the situation.
You can trust her completely. Shay serves as the personal maid to the princess when she resides in the castle.
The princess? Oh, Princess Claudia.
I see. Then it shouldn't be a problem.
I'm honored. Now, could you please try on the uniforms we've prepared?
Oh, here we go.
I'll help adjust the finer details, like the ribbons and headband.
Oh, here we go.
What?
Do you mean...
Yes. Estelle will enter the royal keep disguised as a maid. If we adjust her hair a bit, I don't think the guards will recognize her.
Right.
It makes sense. Uniforms are perfect for concealing individuality. This might just be the perfect disguise for sneaking into the royal keep.
So I'll be wearing a maid outfit, huh? I've always thought they were pretty, especially after meeting Leela. They're so frilly and cute, but they also look easy to move in.
Yes. If they weren't easy to move in, cleaning would be a nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
Right? All right, let me get dressed.
You seem really excited.
Joshua.
It's fine to have fun, but make sure you don't disrespect Her Majesty, okay? I won't be there to help keep you in line this time.
Huh? Why not? You're going to wear one too, right?
I like how she's immediately like, you're gonna be wearing a maid outfit, right?
What?
Buddy, you're not getting out of this.
Estelle?
Come on, Joshua. You wore that princess outfit for the play. A dress and a maid outfit aren't that different.
That was just for a performance. Wearing women's clothes to meet the queen? That feels so disrespectful.
It'll be fine. You didn't even look weird. Actually, you looked amazing as a princess.
Quit joking around. Lady Hilda, Shay, could you two please talk some sense into her?
Oh yeah, right. They didn't even consider this until Estelle brought it up. Right, I forgot. They only had the plan to sneak in Estelle, not Joshua. But now,
I see. Yes, this might work. Shay, we still have that hairpiece for the princess, don't we?
Yes, there's one that's never been used. It's long black hair, so I think it would suit Mr. Joshua perfectly.
Wait a second.
It's decided. 3 against 1. Majority rules.
If you please. The dressing room is right this way.
You know, Cloud Strife only get his chance to be a drag queen once. Joshua gets dragged into it twice in the same game. Poor Joshua. Just drags him along.
Wait, hang on. I never agreed to this.
You have no say in this.
All right, fine. At least let me change by myself. Wait, Shay, is that makeup?
Yes.
Kids these days.
Hilda. Oh boy, here we go again.
Oh my.
Estelle with normal hair and not the pigtails is so, or twin tails, sorry, is such a different vibe. Ta-da! And she did the twirl.
How do I look?
It suits you perfectly.
You are the picture of a lively, cheerful maid in training, newly hired to work at the castle. And with your hair down, no one will suspect a thing. I might just have to offer you a job here when this is all over.
Well, I still have bracer work to do, so I wouldn't be able to. But more importantly, come on out, Joshua. We're all waiting for you.
From pretty maid, from pretty princess to pretty maid. Oh yeah, they even gave him breasts.
Do I really have to?
Yes.
Yes, you do. Don't make me come in and drag you out.
All right. Guess I've got no choice.
Hilda is getting flabbergasted. And this is the second time in this game.
Oh my. It's almost frightening how well that suits you.
I know, right? Like, seriously, how do you look even better than I do?
The makeup was definitely worth the effort.
Okay, get it all out now.
All right. It seems we have everything in order. I will now escort you to the royal keep.
God, yeah, he really just looks like a different person right now.
Remember, you will be treated as maids in training, so please act accordingly.
Right, understood. Oh, we're finally meeting the queen.
Yeah, this is the moment of truth. We need to stay focused and make it into the royal keep.
The way your face is so serious while dressed like that? So funny.
Estelle, please. Please let him just go.
Well, excuse me for not dressing more seriously. You're the one who forced me to wear this thing.
Okay, I'm sorry. Come on. Don't be so sulky. I'll treat you to some ice cream later.
Unlike you, I won't be bribed with food.
Hey! When have I ever been bribed with food?
Always?
You two sure do get along well, don't you?
There's no time to waste. We must head to the royal keep at once.
Oh, whoa! I'm controlling Hilda? Excuse me? Okay. I love how they're following behind. Holy shit, Hilda and her fast walk. Oh my god. Okay, wait. Where's she? Damn, the way she's opening doors.
Joshua's skin is so silky smooth, just like a girl's. I'm so jealous. His complexion takes makeup so well.
You know, Those are very nice compliments, but when you are a straight guy...
You're looking pretty stiff, Joshua. Come on, give me the line you practiced.
Oh god.
Welcome back, Master.
Perfect. Now you're a prim and proper black-haired maid. Very nice.
Keep the teasing down, will you?
No, keep it going. This is amazing. This is beautiful. Hi, head chef. How's it going? Oh, Lady Hilda. I'd like to discuss Her Majesty's meal with you later, if possible. I have a few tasks to complete, but I'll come find you once I'm done. Please wait a little while. Oh, holy. Holy shit, Hilda's sprinting. Damn. She has the moves. Well, Lady Hilda, do you require something from us? Beyond this point is the Intelligence Division's office. Please refrain from approaching. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, hey, there's a meeting happening over there. Right. The Duke and Richard. Hi? Can I? The throne room is currently being used for an important meeting. I'm sorry, but please refrain from entering for the time being. Oh yeah, hold on, can I not? Oh yeah, right, I can go and talk to everybody. Right. Time to see who reacts to Joshua.
By the way, I've heard you're acquainted with the other invited guests.
Yes, but we'd rather not run into...
What? Just stay behind Lady Hilda and you'll be fine. You look totally different.
Whatever.
You're getting dragged into this, you have no idea right now. Here we go. Hey there, Mabel.
Lady Hilda, it's been quite some time.
Oh, Mayor Mabel. You seem quite tired.
I suppose it's obvious to you. Before coming here, I had some urgent work to finish, so I haven't had much time to rest.
That's not good. I'll bring you some incense later to help you sleep. I believe we recently received some from the east.
Thank you, I'd appreciate that. Are the people back there your trainees? They remind me of when Lila first came to my house.
Okay, she says nothing, pretty much. What about you, Lila? She immediately recognized him. Immediately, eyes wide open. And says nothing. It just keeps quiet, smiling away. That looks at everything it should say. Hi there, Mayor. Oh, Lady Hilda. What brings you here at this hour? That's all? Okay, sure. Collins? Gosh, Lady Hilda herself visiting me in my room. Ah, I see. Are you training the new maids? Yes. Oh god, yes, Zin. Hi, Zin. Zin should be sharp enough. Oh. Yeah, he's sharp enough. Looks like all of the prettiest girls in the kingdom are here. They expect nothing less from the royal castle. Ladies, if you're here to tidy up, would you mind getting it over with quickly? Oh, really? That's the only thing he says? Okay, I mean, the silent part was definitely the thing of, yeah, I know who this is. I know. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Murdoch is probably also not gonna say anything, right? Lady Hilda, it's been a while. Glad to see you looking so well. Chief Murdoch, you're looking well too. Keeping yourself busy as always, are you? Lately, we've had some brilliant young blood joining the factory, so things have been a lot easier for me. Anyway, I was so relieved to hear Her Majesty's on the mend. Indeed, I believe you'll have the opportunity to meet her soon. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to let us know. We'll have it brought to you right away. Oh, thank you. Alright, going up to the Queen. Sprinting Hilda, go away. Brrr. Oh. Oh, Lady Hilda. Visiting Her Majesty at such a late hour?
Yes, I brought the tea and tableware Her Majesty requested. The situation has been rather inconvenient for her, you see.
That stuff. Oh. Who are these maids? I don't recognize them.
They are new trainees recruited by order of His Grace the Duke. They arrived at the castle today.
Ah. They certainly are pretty.
Thank you.
Joshua. Oh? You look familiar.
Uh-oh.
And just what do you think you're doing staring at these young women like that? Surely you aren't imagining anything untoward, are you? If there's even a whiff of misconduct, I'll have no choice but to report it to His Grace and the Colonel.
Nothing untoward. We are the elite soldiers of the Royal Army. We would never engage in such behavior.
I should hope not. Now then, may we be allowed to pass?
My apologies. Please go right ahead. Moon walks backwards. That looked goofy. Okay. Damn, no one says shit when Hilda opens her mouth.
I was so nervous. Thanks, Lady Hilda. You're a lifesaver.
That was very well done.
I'm glad I could be of help. Now, would you like the change before we meet Her Majesty? If you don't mind staying in those outfits, we can proceed right away. I don't mind staying in those...
Change, please. Let us change. Oh, that was beautiful.
There's no need to be so shy. Would it really have killed you to stay dressed like that?
Our appearance affects our credibility. No way I was going to stay dressed like that. By the way, Lady Hilda, this room...
Yes, this is Princess Claudia's room. However, she doesn't usually reside in the castle, so it is rarely used. Wow, really? But I thought the princess was taking care of the queen.
It was a lie too, wasn't it?
You can ask Her Majesty for the details in person. Her room is located on the second floor of the Royal Keep. Let us head there now.
Okay, still following Hilda around. Okay, yeah, so this is Claudia's... Princess Claudia's room when she's in the castle, essentially. There isn't actually anything in here, is there? No. No, pretty much a normal bog standard room with nothing really worthy of note. Is there anything else? No? Okay. Going up the stairs to meet the queen. Yep, this pretty much just straight up leads into her residence.
Your Majesty, please excuse the intrusion. As we discussed before, I have brought Estelle and Joshua.
Thank you. Please, have them come in.
Yes, Your Majesty. I'll wait for you here. Please go inside.
Right.
If you'll excuse us.
Time to meet the queen.
Ah.
Welcome, both of you. My name is ALICIA von AUSLESE. I am the 26th ruler of the Kingdom of Liberl.
I'm Estelle Bright, a junior bracer from the Bracer Guild.
And I'm Joshua Bright, also a junior bracer. It is a great honor to meet you, Your Majesty.
Estelle, Joshua. I've truly been looking forward to meeting you both.
She looks pretty fine, doesn't she? Of course.
I may not be able to offer much, but please allow me to at least serve you some tea. Please make yourselves comfortable. I see. So Professor Russell said all that. A black orbment capable of halting all orbal energy. And Colonel Richard has managed to acquire it.
The professor said if anyone knew what Colonel Richard intended to do with it, it would be you, Your Majesty. Do you have any ideas?
Time to speak up what you're suspecting is happening. Also, the Queen's even the design of the Queen's model, even from the original game, this is pretty much one-to-one how it was, just updated. But I always liked how her model looked. There's some great detail to it, plus the whole royal dignity that speaks out of it.
There is one possibility that comes to mind. However, I find it hard to believe that the Colonel would know about it. I hope it is nothing more than my imagination, but...
Yeah, go on.
And what is it?
I suppose it is all right to tell you. A massive orbal reaction was detected beneath the royal capital a decade ago.
Yeah.
Professor Russell from the Central Factory was the one who led the investigation of it.
A massive orbal reaction?
If it was beneath the royal capital, could it be near the sewers?
No, it was detected far deeper underground. Professor Russell speculated that it might be a relic of an ancient civilization that still functioned.
I mean, those things are everywhere, pretty much.
A relic of an ancient civilization?
She's talking about ancient items, like the orbal devices known as artifacts. Most of them, like the devices found at the tops of the towers, have long since ceased to function. But some, like the Dalmore family heirloom, still retain their power.
Something like that is beneath the capital? Then that gospel orb might be...
Something designed to disable the function of that relic. Is that correct?
Yes. However, we still don't know what the relic is or why it was buried in the first place. Unfortunately, Professor Russell's investigation concluded without a definitive answer, which is why it is so difficult to understand how Colonel Richard found out about it.
Yeah.
I see. In any case, it's likely something bad could come of this.
I don't remember how Richard stumbled across the information of whatever the thing down there is.
Just when I was starting to think he wasn't so bad, and it turns out he was planning something horrible. If his actions are going to harm others, then it's definitely a job for bracers.
Sure, Estelle. Actually, I might remember how he stumbled across the information. I think I remember, but that's for later to for the game later to reveal.
We have to stop the Colonel, no matter what.
I'd expect nothing less of Cassius's children.
Huh?
Your Majesty.
Here we go again.
Did you know our father?
Here we go again.
He was a dear friend of my late son, and the hero who saved our fair kingdom.
I mean, Estelle, there was really no need for this reaction because, you know, you literally heard earlier that Cassius was coming to the castle and he was acquainted with her son. Anyway.
Even after he left the army to become a bracer, he continued to serve the kingdom admirably.
I see.
I had no idea.
Knowing his personality, that doesn't surprise me at all. I wonder, do you know what he did in the war 10 years ago?
No.
Do you know how he distinguished himself?
Not really, no.
Then perhaps it falls upon me to tell you.
Here we go, story time.
Estelle, Joshua, would you mind indulging an old woman by listening to her reminisce about the past?
No, please go ahead.
Yes, of course.
We'd be honored to listen.
It began 10 years ago, in the spring. An unfortunate incident took place in the Erebonian Empire's southern region. The cause of the event remains unknown, so I will refrain from describing the incident.
Oh, right, she's talking about that. That's gonna be a future plot point.
Self. But in the wake of the event, the Empire declared war on Liberl. Thus began the tragic period that would later come to be known as the 100-Day War.
Oh, so they're using the later map, essentially. This map, even though you can't really see Liberl on it, but when you go to the Cold Steel games that are taking place in Erebonia, you can actually see that map up there. So, of course, this is this is new footage.
The Imperial Army, upon declaring war, quickly broke through Hocken Gate with overwhelming force. It wasn't long before all of Liberl, save for the royal capital, fell to Imperial occupation. The invading forces were said to be nearly 3 times the size of our entire royal army. Reinforcements from Calvard couldn't arrive in time, and it seemed inevitable that the royal capital itself would soon fall. However, 2 months after the war began, the tide of battle shifted in a way no one could have anticipated. With newly developed patrol airships, we recaptured key checkpoints and cut Imperial supply and communication lines. Then, the Royal Army launched an attack by water from the Leiston Fortress, reclaiming each region. Zeiss, Rouen, Bose, Roland. The Imperial divisions occupying each area were cut off from their supplies and defeated one by one.
Yeah, pretty much. The aerial warfare was not a thing, really, up until this point. That was the first proper use of flying aircraft to beat a ground army. And the ground army was obviously not prepared or trained to counter something they never encountered before.
The mastermind behind it was your father, Colonel Cassius Bright. At the time, he served as General Morgan's right hand and was Colonel Richard's superior. Thanks to the mediation of the Bracer Guild and the Septian Church, the...
Okay, just looking if I recognize everybody. I mean, sure. Sure, I recognize... Oh, I just realized the big guy. The big guy shaking hands with Morgan. Oh boy. Okay, yeah. I recognize the left side. Yeah, that's fine. Cassius right, Morgan, Morgan, Richard, and
War finally came to an end.
I think I recognize the guy on the very right.
Time,
I'm not sure.
Cassius had already lost something irreplaceable to him. Lena Bright, your mother, Estelle.
Oh.
The clock tower was destroyed in an act of desperation by an Imperial division cornered by the counterattack. And, as I'm sure you are well aware, Cassius was unable to be by his wife's side during her final moments.
Aww.
I had no idea.
In the end, he felt that it was his own strategy that caused his wife's death. Burdened with that guilt, Cassius left the army and became a bracer.
I mean, technically speaking, yeah, probably, in a sense, his fault. I mean, his strategy pretty much scared the ever-loving bejeebus out of the Imperial army, which definitely will lead some of their soldiers to do some stuff in a panic.
All so he could stay by your side and always be there to protect those he loved.
But that's just so foolish, Dad. Mom didn't die because of you. Of course she didn't.
Yeah. And she has a point with that as well.
Estelle.
Yes, you're right. The fault is mine. As queen, I failed to protect the people of this kingdom. I'm sorry, Estelle. I'm sorry I wasn't able to protect your mother. I can't tell you how long I've wanted to apologize to you.
You don't need to apologize. You've kept the peace ever since the end of the war. Dad and everyone fought so hard to protect this kingdom. And Mom, she protected me with her life. It's enough just to know that.
Estelle, thank you, kind child. I'm truly grateful that I had the chance to meet you. From the bottom of my heart.
Your Majesty.
That's exactly why. I cannot allow you to get involved in something as dangerous as this.
Oh, it's too late for that.
I don't want the two of you getting further entangled in this matter.
Too late for that.
What? But Lieutenant Schwartz asked us to do whatever we could to help you.
And for that, I thank you. But with Cassius away, if anything were to happen to you, how could I ever face him again? I want you both to return home to Roland and wait for your father's return.
But Your Majesty, the peace that our father worked to create and that you've worked to preserve, it's beginning to waver.
Joshua.
It's not just about the gospel. If Colonel Richard is able to make the Duke king, what'll happen to that peace? I ask you to consider that.
Your Majesty, we became bracers and continued our dad's work. We fought against sky pirates, received the letter, opened a strange parcel, and traveled around the kingdom.
Yes?
In a way, it feels like Dad's been guiding us the whole time. And so, I want to protect it too. This peace that we cherish. I want to protect all the wonderful people we've met along the way. The people I love.
Aww.
I want to protect them in my own way. Just like you do. Just like Mom did.
Estelle,
Yeah, sorry, Queen, you cannot rebuke that.
It seems she was right about you.
Huh?
I've made up my mind as well. Through the two of you, I would like to make a request to the Bracer Guild.
Your Majesty!
Your Majesty, please just say the word.
I want you to rescue those detained by the Intelligence Division, including my granddaughter, Claudia.
So it's true! The princess is being held somewhere against her will.
Yes. In hindsight, I believe this coup began the moment I decided to push for her to be the next queen.
Instead of Duke Dunan, you mean?
Yes. My nephew, Duke Dunan, is a man with various eccentricities.
That's a very polite way to put it.
By contrast, though inexperienced, my granddaughter has shown great promise. When thinking of the kingdom's future, I decided to support Claudia.
I don't really know much about the princess, but I'm pretty sure you made the right call.
Unfortunately, as in every age, there are those who oppose women wielding power. And now, with memory still fresh from the recent invasion by a foreign power, the idea of two successive queens may make the kingdom appear weak. I have no doubt that there are those who harbor such feelings.
Oh yeah, the Duke being one of them.
You're talking about Colonel Richard, aren't you?
Precisely. He somehow discovered I was planning to support Claudia as our next queen. He then relayed this information to the Duke, which led to this coup.
Yep.
His goal appears to be controlling the Duke from the shadows and turning Liberl into a military powerhouse.
I see. The full picture is coming together into view.
Yeah, Richard's whole shtick is I mean, that one's obvious up until this point. He is very proud of his country, but he also keeps bringing up that the country's military is not the strongest. I mean, at the dinner party, he literally said those exact words, that the military of the country is a pretty big weak point.
What exactly is he going to do to turn Liberl into a military powerhouse?
There are a few possibilities, like raising taxes to increase military spending, developing orbital weapons of mass destruction, implementing mass conscription, legalizing contracts with Jaegers, something that's currently banned in Liberl.
No way!
Yeah? The military making contracts with Jaeger Corps is something that Erebonia, for example, does on a normal everyday-to-day thing if necessary.
The Colonel has already demanded I implement those things. At the time, it seemed to come from a place of pure patriotism, but I simply refuse to endorse an idea that I don't believe in.
Yeah, patriot, that's actually a good word to describe Richard. Patriot.
A nation isn't defended by her military strength alone. Diplomatic efforts, cooperation, and alliances with neighbors, technological and economic exchanges that foster wealth throughout the lands also serve to protect our nation.
You are absolutely right, Your Majesty.
Yes. What we need is trust.
But the Colonel dismissed this as nothing more than a naive feminine ideal. Then he demanded my abdication in exchange for Claudia's safety. Many have had their families taken hostage, leaving them unable to defy the Colonel. But I am the Queen. I cannot hand over the future of our kingdom just because of a threat to my family. And yet Claudia is my one and only granddaughter. I cannot simply abandon her.
Your Majesty, please don't worry.
We fully understand your request. We will rescue the princess and all those who are being held captive.
Thank you, Estelle and Joshua. With that, I can stand firm against the Colonel's threats.
Is there anything else we can do? There's still the matter of the gospel after all. Plus, I think we can help you escape.
Thank you, Estelle. But even if I were to escape, it wouldn't change the situation. As for the gospel, there are a few things I find troubling. I must confront the Colonel directly and demand an explanation.
Yeah, the Queen is better left where she is right now. And he's back in costume.
I gotta say, she really is an amazing woman. Kind yet strong-willed and with such dignity. When I get older, I hope I can be a cool granny just
Granny, calling the Queen Granny.
Hope I can be a cool granny just like her.
Cool Granny? I do agree that she had quite a presence, fit for a queen.
Yeah, I really want to stop this coup and help her, but
that's a bit beyond the scope of what bracers are supposed to do. For now, let's do what we can on our own.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I never dreamt the Queen would have stories to tell about my dad. I wonder how much I still don't know about him.
A lot?
Estelle, Joshua, are you ready? Oh, yes! Then let's hurry back to the maid's quarters. It's already past 11, nearly midnight, I should think. Seriously? So, it's that late already?
We did spend a long time talking with Her Majesty. If we stay any longer, the guards might become suspicious. Time to walk the walk back. Go, Hilda, go. Oh, funny, I can go in here now. And I can even exit? Can I? Oh yeah, there she is. Okay. Hi, Queen. How's it going?
Oh. I was curious about how Joshua managed to come all the way here.
Oh no.
But now I understand. No wonder the Special Ops Forces were fooled. Estelle, Joshua, I rather enjoyed our time together. Perhaps we might have tea together again sometime. It would be lovely if Claudia and Cassius could join us too.
Right. Yeah, I do really like her model. Looks very both royally and very detailed. Very fancy. Anyway, going back. Hilda, heading home for the night, are you?
Yes, that's correct. I ask that you please ensure Her Majesty is dealt no disrespect this evening.
Talk about a cold attitude. But rest assured, ma'am, we are all loyal patriots here.
That's very reassuring. Now then, we will be taking our leave.
Thank you.
If you'll excuse us.
Just doing a feminine voice. Oh, hold on, ladies. I just remembered. I didn't get your names. Can you tell me, just for the record?
Oh, I'm?
Lena, Shara, Dorothy? Oh, right, Lena, her mom. Sure, you know what? Let's go with Lena. Oh, that sure is a pretty name. It suits you quite well.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, her mother's name. Oh yeah, also, yeah, during the whole recap section, they actually showed the full full picture that you can see at the beginning of the game in the house in a tiny little frame. And who is this young lady with the black hair?
My name is Karen.
Very interesting choice as well for you, Joshua. We'll get to that name eventually. Karen, huh? That sure is a pretty name.
Thank you. I'm quite fond of it myself.
Oh yeah, that has beating. I see. Ah, right. I'm a member of the Special Ops and...
Let's leave it at that, shall we? Any further and I might consider it harassment.
No, I wouldn't dare. Please take care on your way back. Don't fuck around with Hilda. But yeah, obviously the name Lena is important to Estelle. Again, that's her mom's name. Karen is a name that is gonna come up later for Joshua. That is a Joshua exclusive.
As usual, Joshua gets all the boys. Those guys were totally checking you out when you gave them your name.
That's not true. Besides, you were having a pretty lengthy conversation with them too.
Yeah? But they didn't seem nervous with me at all. I'm a tiny bit insecure now.
Don't worry, you're fine.
Huh?
What's all this racket about?
Oh god, this scene. Oh god, this scene. Drunken Duke Dunnan again.
Your Grace.
Well, looky here. It's the head maid.
Oh no, here we go.
And who might you girls be?
Oh god, no.
I don't recall seeing you before.
This is Lena and Karen, the new maids in training.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. So I'm gonna guess for wow, this is probably crazy. I'm gonna guess if I would have selected any of the other two names for Estelle, a different voice line would play for Hilda here, addressing that. That is actually probably crazy. Knowing these games and attention to detail.
There's still a great deal about the castle they don't know, so I am showing them around.
Oh?
Uh-oh. Philip is not stupid. Yep, Philip is not stupid.
Shoot, are we busted?
This is bad. With how many times we've met him, he'll definitely recognize us.
What's wrong, Philip? Why are you staring like that, huh? For a guy that's as stiff as you are, that's pretty rare.
Forgive me. One of them looks a bit like my niece. It appears I was mistaken. Young ladies, please accept my sincerest apologies.
Thank you, Philip.
Oh, nope. No trouble at all.
Yeah, Philip is not stupid. He recognized who we are.
Yes, please pay no attention to it.
Looking at both of them, they're both quite the lookers, eh?
Oh god, please. Please, Dunham.
Especially that chestnut hair one. So lively, so healthy.
Ugh, the way he said that, ugh. Yeah, appropriate reaction.
The black-haired one could use a little tightening up around the waist.
Damn!
Thank you for your concern.
Yes. You, Lena, or whatever. I command you spend this night with me.
Ugh.
Your Grace!
Hey, what does that mean?
Oh god, you don't want to know what that means.
How should I explain it?
Your Grace, I must insist that is far too bold, even in jest. All the maids in this castle are in service of Her Majesty the Queen. Or have you forgotten that?
Yeah, I got it. It's just a joke. Man, you people can never take a joke, you know?
I'm sorry, that was not a joke, Dunham. You know that.
In any case, this castle's gonna be mine in a week. I guess we'll save the fun for then.
Ugh. Ugh.
Your Grace, that's quite enough. Your alcohol consumption is one thing, but chasing after these young girls is intolerable.
Thank you, Philip.
I, Philip, give you this counsel even at the risk of my own life.
I told you it was a joke, didn't I?
You didn't make it sound like a joke.
That's it. I'm going to bed.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Your room is just this way. Please, watch your step.
Hoo-wee. Anyway, Lena or whatever, if you ever have any troubles, don't hesitate to tell me, eh? This old king will be happy to hear all you've got to say personally, okay?
Oh, God.
Thanks so much.
Her face.
How delightful. Yes, amusing.
As he wobbles away.
My apologies for the disturbance.
Well, Estelle, you were just complaining about the fact that you were feeling insecure. How about now?
I highly doubt His Grace will remember any of this tomorrow morning. Please, rest assured.
I certainly hope that is the case.
I'm truly, truly sorry. Lady Hilda, young ladies, if you'll please excuse me.
I always feel so sorry for Philip. He's a good guy and then he has to hang around this douche.
Man. Why does he continue to insist on taking on such unnecessary burdens?
Because he's the only thing keeping him in check.
You know Philip, Lady Hilda?
We've known each other since childhood. Yet now we serve different people, and our positions are quite far apart.
I see.
Philip has his hands full, doesn't he? I bet he's worried about the Duke being influenced by the Colonel, too.
Probably. And see, Estelle, you're popular too.
Thanks for bringing that up.
The Duke said you were his favorite.
Ugh, that does not make me happy at all. Oh, and what was he talking about at the end?
That. Well...
Please don't.
Estelle, it is certainly not something a lady should ask a gentleman to explain in front of others.
Huh?
Here, I'll whisper it to you.
Oh, God. That was to see the expression. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. Wow, that is some red.
Do you understand now?
Yes.
You're so helpless sometimes.
Good God.
Lady Hilda, Shay, thank you both so much for all your help.
You really helped us out.
Think nothing of it. We were merely doing our duty as servants of Her Majesty. As for Her Majesty's request, I hope you'll take it to heart. And, please do whatever you can to save the princess. Oh, Shay, you're the princess's maid, aren't you? Yes. Unfortunately, I don't often get to serve her directly, but Her Highness is always so warm and kind. She always treats me as a friend. I've hardly slept a wink since I heard she was captured. I understand. We'll definitely save her, so don't worry.
We should get going. Alright, yeah.
I don't believe we raised anyone's suspicions. However, please be careful on your way back to your room. The intelligence division has eyes everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if Her Highness is doing alright. If only I could be there with her.
Oh, we'll assure that very, very soon. Alright, but anyway, I think this is gonna be a good place to stop. This has been a already long recording session with a lot of talking and politics and coup d'etats and stuff that is happening. Alright, yeah, that was a couple of very interesting pictures in that sequence with the Queen and everything, especially the one with the military, essentially, dignities from both Erebonia and Liberl. That was an interesting one. Yeah, the left side, obviously the Empire one. None of those. Yeah, I don't think that picture existed in the original game. I would say.
All right.
If it did, I can't remember it, and if it did, then maybe they used some placeholder characters or characters they didn't reveal yet completely, because number one, the guy in the middle shaking hands with the Liberl side, that is a very prominent figure you get to actually meet later in the games, in the Cold Steel games. The one on the very left, same thing, and the one in between them, you do get to meet him pretty early. I can't remember when his first showing is. I honestly can't. I think I can't remember if the first time he gets shown is in the second game, like properly shown and introduced, or if it's in the third game. The third game definitely has him appear properly for the first time, and you get to actually feel his presence, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a while until we actually get to see him properly. So I'm gonna refrain from getting too much into detail who these 3 people are, but they are people you do get to meet in the future games.
There we go.
The right side was very easy to distinguish with all the people present there. I couldn't figure out who was the guy on the very right in the corner. Was that Sid? Or someone else? I couldn't recognize his face. But yeah, anyway, that was a very interesting thing, and very nice to see all those updated pictures with now more accurate lore and stuff, because again, none of that existed in the original run of the game, because the later games did not exist yet. But anyway, next time we're gonna be continuing and slowly but surely start the rescue operation for Princess Claudia. But in the meantime, hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did so, please consider leaving a like, it would help out a lot. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, and if you want to support more directly, memberships are open on the channel. And as I always say, no video will be behind a membership, it's purely there for support, so thank you very much to all the members already doing so, much appreciated. And I hope you all have a fantastic day wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.